everybody.
Welcome back to day 2 of Celebration 2020, coming at you virtually from the home offices here in Riverside, California. I want to thank you guys so much for yesterday's attendance, for tuning in. We also want to thank the merchandisers for all their efforts in preparing their amazing speeches. Weren't they incredible? I just want to personally thank Brittany Lewis, Carly Wells, and Andrea Thompson, as well as my beautiful and lovely wife, Nicole, for getting vulnerable. I don't know how many of you guys got emotional. Also, I hope that you guys found some insights in what I had to share. There's a lot to accomplish as a team, together collectively as a company, and a lot to look forward to. Very exciting things happening.
Yes, great job, Jeff. You did amazing.
Thank you.
Loved hearing from you, along with our local merchandisers. Our paper fell down. Thank you to Tia and Steph and Courtney and Katie Graham for sharing your insights on your businesses and how they work. We are so grateful for you guys. We have a wonderful day in store today. We have Calvin speaking. We have Kasaya speaking. We are going to be doing some recognitions, and you're going to be able to hear from more of your peers of merchandisers. We're going to hear from Shannon, Sydney Jacobson, and Andrea Ames. And we have more as well.
And I'm really looking forward to our keynote speaker, Jordan Adler. Again, just so grateful to have him on the agenda today and for his willingness to be here. Amazing gentleman. As you guys know, I spoke about his book Beach Money yesterday in my speech about chapter 10. But again, I just want to encourage you guys to pick that up, read from it, learn from it, and adopt those mindsets and that tenacious hard work that obviously has gotten him to where he is. So I look forward to hearing from him. It's going to be incredible. As well as Jordan Adler, we're also going to hear from Christy Brosh, Jackie Olson, and Jenna and Jansen. So we have an amazing day lined up, and we look forward to hearing from all of you. And without further ado, we're going to turn the time over to Kasaya.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys, welcome back to session 3. Our next speaker has been an entrepreneur since the age of 8. Him and his brother, his twin brother, paid their own way to attend a private high school and became the first ones in their family to graduate from college. He had his own traditional business in real estate prior to joining network marketing, and with the economy crash of 2007, so did his business. He found network marketing that same year and has been involved ever since. Today, he has teams all around the world and is the number 11 top income earner in the entire network marketing industry worldwide. His passion is in serving the future leaders of this industry with training and motivation. He's most well known for the 90-day run he does every year with entrepreneurs around the world. He met his beautiful wife, Shannon, 10 years ago at his first company, and they have 4 beautiful children together. Here to talk to you today about the topic, whatever you do, do it well, from Corona, California. Please help me welcome Calvin Becerra.
All right, here we are. So I know that you guys are going to get some amazing content today. I know there's some great things that have already been shared already with you guys, but I'm ready to fill your life today with value, okay? And I was asked to speak on whatever I wanted today, so I'm speaking on what I feel is best. And I'm going to share that information with you in a minute, but first I want to tell you how incredibly proud I am of what you guys have accomplished over the last 90 days, what you guys have accomplished through crisis, through pandemic. I've seen countless merchandisers just unlock their own potential, grow their comfort zones, and do things that they didn't do before crisis occurred, in our nation. And I've watched countless merchandisers achieve milestone ranks and levels in their life here at Smile. And I've watched Smile as a company grow. Smile as a company have a lot of success through these times because of merchandisers like you who are on here today. And I want to say just congratulations for taking the time out of your schedule to jump on this virtual event, because it's events that will change your life in this business. Events are where the magic happens. Events are where you learn what's working right now, right? What's working with merchandisers today in this current state that we're in. And you're going to learn a lot today. I hope that you can see what's working and start doing some of those things. I hope you can learn a lot from your fellow merchandisers today and take notes and start taking action in ways that they've been taking action. Maybe you'll start to discover things about your business or things about your work ethic that you didn't know you could do before, and that could change the face of your business. But it's crazy how things happen in this industry during times of crisis, right? Where people see the real opportunities, the opportunity to work, right? Where They didn't understand how a virus can take out an entire economy, how a virus can wipe out so many jobs out there, right? But a virus couldn't wipe out our home-based business. Right? We have the best business on the planet because we get to build it when we want, where we want, how we want, and with whom we want. Right? Nothing can tear it apart. It is literally virus-proof, and as I say, bulletproof. So go out and find as many people as you can who want to take action in their home today. Technology is where we are at today. The year 2020, technology is where we're at. Technology has advanced 10 years in the future over the last 90 days. Why? Because we've been forced to use it. Our kids know how to run Zoom accounts now. Our kids know how to jump online and use Zoom numbers to log in and into their classrooms. Like, who would have thought that? But more importantly, home-based business people have been empowered to use technology to their advantage, have been empowered to learn how to really boost their image on social media, how to boost their brand on social media, how to really use those tools that really make a home-based business thrive. So this crisis has really helped us in so many ways. And you're either growing through crisis or you're going through crisis. Growing through crisis means I see people winning. I'm going to figure out what they do. I'm going to listen to what the teachers are teaching, and I'm going to take action. I'm going to win. If it is to be, it is up to me. People that are just going through crisis are sitting in the dark shadows of the pandemic, complaining about everything, putting blame on everyone else, and not understanding that this is my life. I have control over it. I don't have to depend on anybody or anything. If it is to be, it's up to me, right? Grow through it. Don't just go through it. Don't have a victim mentality. Have the victor mentality and go out and win like so many women are here today at Smile, right? What skills have you been learning? What skills have you been recently learning in order to grow your business? How have you been willing to unwind everything you knew before and then become willing to learn everything that's working today? Because things are changing, right? I can honestly say that how I built my business 13 and a half years ago would not work today. It's completely different in how businesses are built today. I'm not a dinosaur, okay? I'm going to evolve. I'm going to evolve into the network marketing professional that needs to be today in order to have success. And so should you. So what skills have you been learning? What things have you been learning about? What have you been practicing? What have you been doing to have success? What have you been doing differently in order to pivot your business in the direction to continue to earn income? And how will that change the face of how your business will look like when we move forward, right? It's all about those skills. What are you developing, right? And then you have to understand that once you discover what you're good at, go all in on that. Go all in on that. And it's not just about getting involved in network marketing and getting involved in this business and just trying things out and then winning on a few things, failing on a few things, and giving those things up. It's about developing the things that you're not good at to see if you can become good at it. Like, you're never good at anything at the beginning. That's what you need to understand. It takes practice to get good at those things. Some things you come into this business and you're good at because you've already had practice in other businesses or other areas of your life that you were able to bring here and execute and get results here because of that. But just because you're not good at something doesn't mean that practice won't make it better for you. So you have to understand that practice makes perfect, right? You can discover more things that you're good at, but as soon as you discover what you're good at, go all in on that, okay? Like, if you're good at selling dresses, right? What are the many ways that you can go out and figure out how to sell dresses? Like, get good at that, whether it's going live, or it's going vendor events, whether it's contacting people online, whether it's building an online shop, whether it's running sponsored ads and attracting customers, whether it's putting great value out there on the internet, on social media, putting great value posts to attract an audience, and then going live and then getting people to engage with you and then adding them to your group. Like, if you're just really good at selling dresses, do that, right? And here at Smile, we are here to encourage you to do whatever is working. Just do it well, okay? You don't have to think that just because we're talking about recruiting new merchandisers and growing your team that you need to do that, and if you're not doing that, you're failing. No. If you can go out there and sell just as many dresses as people are getting new merchandisers in who are ordering packages, and you're doing the same volume, then great. You're just as equally successful. Success comes in many forms. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to tell you. Maybe there are people who aren't as good as you as selling dresses. There are people who aren't willing to go live yet. There are people who aren't willing to put together a customer email contact list and send out a MailChimp newsletter once every 2 weeks or once every month. Maybe they're just really good at recruiting, attracting people who are looking to change their lives, finding people who are looking to bring an additional income stream in their family, finding people who are looking to build their own business from home. And maybe they're really good at teaching people how to do that. And they're really good at bringing people in who are ordering packages and getting started, and they're just as successful as those of you who are selling dresses, as those of you who are going live. Whatever you do, do it well. I want to tell you again, success comes in many forms. Success comes in many forms. Whatever you do, do it well, right? It's at the end of the day, your business comes down to volume. Whether volume comes from new merchandisers coming through your door, or volume comes from no merchandisers coming through your door, but customers coming through your door, that's great. That means that you're successful. This is a volume-based business. This is a volume-based business. So whatever you do, do it well. Focus on the thing that you can do or the things that you can do in your business to generate volume, and you're going to be paid for that. You're going to be rewarded for that. Okay? You don't necessarily have to look at all the levels and ranks in the company. That's great for recognition, okay? And that will happen eventually, but right now, focus on your volume. There are things that will surprise you in this business. You'll find customers of yours who are buying over and over again, and then they're saying, how can I become a merchandiser? And all of a sudden, you just enrolled a new person. You weren't focused on recruiting. You're not even a recruiter yourself, but people are finding you saying, how can I get involved in the business? How can I do the business side of things like you? And now you just recruited your first person. So just focus on what you're good at and everything will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. You might be someone who just focuses on recruiting, and you'll find people come into your business and you see how great they are, how talented they are at going live, how talented they are at throwing events, how talented they are at developing a business type infrastructure that looks like a boutique, where they have emails going out, where they have the perfect point of sales process, where they're good at just getting customer information and knowing their customer and driving content towards their customers, at creating groups. And you might be inspired by those people on your team. You might learn how to generate sales from the team you recruit. And all you started out was as a recruiter, okay? Things will fall into place, but whatever you do, just do it well. Whatever you can do to generate volume, focus on that. Go all in on that method and just keep doing it and keep driving volume. The rest will fall into place. I've always talked about having a set of standards, right? I've always talked about having a set of standards. At the end of the day, this is a business. We know that. At the end of the day, this is your business, and you decided that you were going to go into business with Smile and start your own home-based boutique. You're going to get your own replicated website. You're going to be able to purchase the inventory at wholesale and sell it to your customers, right? And you're going to have the opportunity to also build a team. Think of those 3 ways of earning income. They're not difficult at all. They're not hard to understand. In fact, they're very easy to understand. And we have technology at our fingertips that can help us execute all of those things equally, all right? So you have to have standards. If you want to be successful in this business, you have to focus on your standards. You have to have a set of standards. You have to use the calendar to your advantage. And in that calendar, you're focused on all 3 sets of these standards. Am I hitting all of my standards? That's what you're focusing on, okay? And when you start your month out, it's just simply first understanding standard number 1, that this is my business. This is not a hobby. This is my business. And if this is my business, how would Smile expect for me to show up in my business? How should I expect to show up in my business? Right? Think of that question. What is your time commitment? And in a business, I'm sorry, but anybody in the United States who starts a business understands that takes a hefty time commitment. And there's nobody out there in the business world, okay, that says, I only started my business because I don't have a family, I don't have kids, my entire schedule is clear, I can start a business now. As a matter of fact, that's not the United States of America, okay? That's not entrepreneurship. Most business owners I know have families. Most business owners I know have a life outside their business. Most business owners I know have kids or have pets at home, okay? Have grandchildren. Most business owners I know are normal people. They have a lot going on as well, but they made a decision to change their life with their business, and they understand there's enough time in the day to do everything, okay? So first, have a time commitment in your business. Work this business 5 days a week. If it's part-time, work it 3 to 5 hours a day. If it's full-time, work it 5 to 8 hours a day, but do it 5 days a week. Have a standard. Know and tell yourself, I will not be successful if I cannot have a standard of time commitment. I will not be successful if I only show up for my business 4 or 5 hours a week. I will not be successful if I only show up for my business 2 days a week. I will not be successful if I only work my business when I feel like it. I will not be successful if I only work my business on the weekends. You will not be successful. That's the truth. You might make enough money to buy dinner, okay, or to buy lunch for you and your family once a week. You might make enough money to buy more inventory again, but is that really what you want out of Smile, or do you want to change your life? Do you want a vacation with your family? Do you want to bring your husband home from work? Do you want to put your kids in private school, right? Do you want to be able to just provide for your family? Okay, that's success. That's success. But you gotta show up. You gotta have standard number 1, time commitment, and you gotta execute that well. All right. Standard number 2 is a monthly sales target. You have to have that in your business, right? Nobody ever starts a business that has to do with selling anything and does not expect to have a monthly sales target. There are people in this industry who say yes to this business and they sell 0 every month, or they sell $100 or $200 or $300. Why start a business? And you can't give the excuse that I'm just not good at it. No, there's nobody that's not good at anything. There are people who are not willing to learn how to be good. There are people who are not willing to go figure it out, to go on Google or on YouTube and watch some videos to figure out how to do well at sales, to figure out how to master social media, to figure out how to do a successful live, to figure out how to speak and train and motivate my teams, to figure out what network marketing people are doing to have success. There are people that can figure it out, and there are people that don't want to figure it out. Be one of those people that figures it out, okay? Every month in this business, you should require yourself to make sales. You should require yourself to make sales so that way you can earn income. But you got to put a number. You got to put a target down. Okay, you have to put a target down in your business on how many dresses you want to sell a month based on the amount of income that you need to earn every month. Like, what's it going to be to make this business worth it to you to go out there and make it happen, right? Is it 25 dresses a month? Is it 50 dresses a month? Is it 100 dresses a month? Is it 500 dresses a month? First of all, to be qualified in this company, it's 50 dresses. So nobody in this company should ever have a standard lower than 50 dresses. I mean, if you can't do that, then you're not doing the business. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to hear on this video right now, okay? I'm telling you what you need to hear. If you could show up for your business 5 days a week, just like you would at your job, because you should never treat your business worse than you would a job, okay? 5 days a week is what's required at your job, so 5 days a week should be required for your business. But if you could show up for your business 5 days a week, that's 20 days a month, and you can't sell 50 dresses, then you need to go to school. You need to go watch some videos. You need to go learn from people who are successful. You need to watch what other people in this company are doing and what people in other companies are doing, and you need to figure out how to execute your mission every single month. You need to figure out how to use your calendar to your advantage every single month, right? 50 dresses a month sold in 20 calendar days. That's literally 2.25 dresses a day that you would have to sell in your business in order to have success. Understand that. What's $50 times another $15 that you make? Is that money in your pocket? Is that additional income? Okay? Whatever it is, just think about it. 2.25 dresses a day to sell 50 a month to get qualified. Everybody should be qualified in this company. You can literally go to work on Monday, do whatever you want with your 5 to 8 hours or 3 to 4 hours, and you could do 0 on Monday. And you go to work on Tuesday and do 0 on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, literally, you can go live on Facebook with these beautiful dresses, with your amazing attitude and your incredible personality, engaging an audience as you're growing your Facebook groups and broadcasting from your business page or from your personal page, and you can literally sell 20 dresses on a live, or 15 dresses, or 10 dresses, and all the day's work before are done in that one day. Just think about it. It's all numbers, right? What's your personal volume target for the month, your personal sales target for the month, and divide it by 20 days. And then focus every day on just making that happen. And if you have a goose egg on one day and you have a goose egg on another day, that means 0. Then on Wednesday, make it up. Figure it out. Make it up with a live. Make it up with an email sent out to your customers. Make it up by getting on the phone and hammering on the phone and calling people. Make it up by going to someone's home and sharing with them the product. Make it up by throwing a party on a Saturday afternoon, and all the volume for the week is done in one day. Like, just figure it out. I'm telling you guys, success is right in front of you. It's easier than you think. Don't overcomplicate it. Just, you have to have standards. Like I said, your time commitment, 5 days a week, whatever time you could put in, your monthly sales target, minimum 50 dresses a month, okay? You could do 100 dresses, 200 dresses, 300 dresses a month. Just figure it out. Just do more of the things you're good at to sell more of the things you need to sell. That's what I'm saying, to get more of the people you want to get into your business. And then the third standard is team growth. Grow your team, okay? And when I talk about team growth, growing your team, it could be merchandisers and it could be customers. How do you want to grow your team? What team are you trying to grow? Some of you want to bring in merchandisers because you're trying to build a business of leverage. You're trying to build a business that 3 years from now you can walk away from and watch it pay you every hour, every single day, whether you're working or not. But some of you love just working with customers, and you want to grow your customer base because that generates sales. One day you want an automated business. So when you send out a customer email, it goes out to 1,000 customers, 250 people order, you just did 500 dress sales through one email. It's automated one day. You're putting all the work at the beginning, but later your business can literally be automated with merchandisers, building teams and selling dresses, and with customers ordering just by opening an email. Just think about that. Team growth. What's the team growth? I'm telling you right now that if you're working this business literally 20 days a month, 5 days a week, every 10 calendar days, every 2 weeks, you should be getting a new merchandiser in your business. No excuses. You have 10 days to do it. You literally have 10 days to sell however many dresses you want, and 10 days to get one new merchandiser in your business, right? That's 2 a month, right? You could do one a week if you want, 1 every 5 days. That's 4 a month maximum, I would say, as far as getting merchandisers in your business. And if you're looking for customers, if you're looking for new customers in your business and you really are focused on getting customers, then I'm telling you guys, there's no reason why you shouldn't have 2 or 3 new customers a week. You're growing your team by literally 10 to 12 new customers a month. And if you're recruiting, you're growing your business by 2 to 4 new merchandisers a month. Team growth. Those are the only 3 standards you have to focus on in your business if you really want to have success. Discover what you can do well at, whether it's getting customers, selling dresses, getting new merchandisers, growing your team, and just do it well. Just execute it, because every one of those activities generates volume, and volume is what generates income in your business. Whatever you do, do it well. I remember when I was brand new in network marketing, right? At first I was focused on just recruiting. I wanted to get really good at speaking, so I developed my personal speaking skills. I developed, my way to present my business to my prospects in the right way in the shortest amount of time possible. I learned how to ask questions to identify their needs. I learned how to overcome objections to get them to say yes to joining the business and then to get started with me. I got really good at getting them started the right way, right? And I really focused on that, and it drove a lot of volume in my business. But I also realized how important customer sales were. So I got really good at understanding the product, at building my belief in the product. Like, what are 5 reasons why this product is better than everything else out there? Like what makes my product different? Okay, and you have to think about that with Smile. Why is this product unique? Because when you buy from Smile, you're helping out many different people just from purchasing it. You're helping, where we source our raw materials, the farms that produce the material to make our dresses. You're helping that industry, and then you're helping the overseas industry, right? In Guatemala, Mexico, and China, you're helping keep those companies in business. You're helping more people, and then you're helping all the merchandisers. who say yes to Dot Dot Smile, who are trying to provide an income for their family. Like just by buying a dress from us, you're helping so many people out, right? And they understand that. The second reason is why. Like why is our product better than anything else out there? Because our product lasts longer, right? The material that we make our product with, the quality of our fabric, the quality of our dresses, right? That's important, right? That's what makes it different rather than buying from an outside source. Okay, what's the third reason why? Because kids love these products. Like I've never seen a kid smile as big as I smile when they get a Dot Dot dress as a gift, when they get a Dot Dot dress from a grandparent, from a parent, from a friend. I've never seen kids smile so much. It brings confidence in their life. Like people don't really understand how much confidence kids can get from their clothing. And that's the Dot Dot Smile mission, right? So just bringing confidence to kids, bringing smiles to kids, that's the Dot Dot Smile mission. That's what happens when you buy a dress from us. Like what is the feeling you're giving to people, right? To those customers. Like for me, it was about getting customers to shop with me because of the feeling that I can share with them, because of what goes into making our product, what goes into somebody receiving our product, and like why we put so much care and quality into our product. Like that's what I focused on, in another area, but I did it well and I executed it well and I had customers shopping and shopping and shopping. And what else I did well was I stayed in front of my customers always. And I've told you guys this time and time again, was that whenever I got a customer, I kept a customer. What I've noticed most people in this industry do is they'll get a customer and then they'll move on. They'll get a customer and then they'll move on. They'll get a customer and then they'll move on, expecting the customer to come back when they need more. But that's never the case. A customer buys once, and unless you stay in front of them, they're buying from the next person who gets in front of them again, even if it's with the very same product. But if you as a merchandiser get a customer or keep a customer because you have their name and their email, you have as many opportunities as you want during the month to stay in front of your customer, to send them out an email from Square, from MailChimp, from Constant Contact, from PayPal, whatever your email interface is, to say, hey, here's a newsletter. Here I am. This, it's me, Calvin, again, getting in front of you guys. Summer just started. So excited to get the kids ready for summer. So excited school's out and I'm not a homeschool teacher anymore, during the pandemic, right? And I can't wait for school to come back because I'm going to get them back in, and I'm not doing homeschool teaching again, right? But summer's here. We're excited to hit the beach, hit the lake, right? If you guys plan on doing that with your kids, here are 5 quick tips to protect your kids' skin from the sun, and then you're giving them some value, right? Here's my brother's favorite strawberry lemonade that he makes, for the 4th of July or whatever it is. Like, what type of value can you give to your audience, to your customers? Because you don't want your customers thinking that when you're trying to get them as a customer, you don't want your customers thinking that you're just trying to constantly sell to them all the time. Like, just remind them that you're here and give them some really cool value. Give them some hacks, give them some tips, give them some recipes, give them some cool stories maybe in the email that they can get value from, where you're giving back to them. And then indirectly throw in a picture of your kids with their new Dot Dot Smile bathing suits and say, hey, here's Tegan and London in their new Dot Dot Smile bathing suits they just picked out last week. Can you guys believe it? Dot Dot Smile launched their first swimsuit line of the summer and it sold out in 30 minutes. Hey, but don't worry, we have a second launch. If you're interested in shopping with Dot Dot Smile and buying your bathing suit for your kids before it's too late, here's the link, boom. And then you leave the link there, right? And you can say, I hope you guys have an amazing summer. Thank you guys for always being a Dot Dot Smile customer. Me and my family value you guys and in helping us grow our business. We're gonna continue to bring smiles and build confidence with your children through our clothes, and look forward to seeing you guys in July. And that's all it's about, but like the value. So when I first started it in network marketing, I was focused on building the team, but then after that, I was focused on building my customer base and keeping my customers. And a lot of my customers ended up joining my team as well. So that's what it is. But whatever you can do to generate volume in your business, figure it out and do it well. Execute it to the best of your potential. Don't treat this business like a side gig, like a side job, like a hobby. Like, really operate exceptionally well. Operate your business like you're a professional company sitting in a beautiful plaza near your home that says Dot Dot Smile on the top and a beautiful glowing sign, and people are walking in. How would you care for those customers? How would you describe the clothing when they're looking at it? When they pick up something, how could you go just tell them what you think about that and why the material is so great? Like, just be like be great. Just do anything and everything exceptionally well. And that's the message I'm trying to bring to you guys. Like when a customer leaves your store, how do they get constant communication from you? How do they know when there's a sale? How do they know when there's a new launch? Like, what are they going to hear from you in order to feel like they know, like, and trust you? Like, what value are you going to give to those people to know, like, I'm coming back for Christy, or I'm coming back for Kimberly, or I'm going to come back and shop with Ashley because I love her, right? She's always sending me such valuable stuff every month. And how are you going to get them to remember you guys, right? So just look at the things that the merchandisers are talking about today. Look at the things that the merchandisers are gonna be sharing with you in their trainings, and take down notes and focus on doing that, trying those things out. Discover what you're good at. And once you discover what you're good at, just do it exceptionally well. At the end of the day, merchandisers, what I want you to do for your families is the same thing that I've been able to create for my family. I want you to create a legacy here at Smile. I want you to create a business here that one day you can give to your son, or one day you can give to your little girl who's watching, mom or dad go share these wonderful dresses and these wonderful, clothing of both girls and boys with the community, online and offline. Like, imagine you building a business that pays you passive income every single day of every single month of every single year. Imagine you being able to hand that to your kids one day, right? How amazing would that be? It's about creating a legacy for your family, right? That's the end goal here, right? Going to work hard for a few years of your life to build a business that one day can be automated in the form of merchandisers building what they've seen you build over the last years, building for their family over the next few years, right? The baton of leadership just continuing to be handed off from merchandiser to merchandiser to merchandiser to merchandiser. That's an automated business. And then to also have an automated business on the customer side. Yes, it takes a lot of work to go live. Yes, it takes a lot of work to build Facebook groups. Yes, it takes a lot of work to bring content online. Yes, it takes a lot of work to do these parties, to do these vendor events, to do birthday parties and princess parties and all these things. Yes, it takes a lot of work to go out and hand out your business cards into the community and do the local charity events. And yes, it takes a lot of work right now at the very beginning. But all you're doing the work it takes to build your customer base. So one day, guess what? Those customers have constant automation. Your business is on autopilot. It's automated because guess what you have to do? One day, you're not going to have to do any of this work again. Your merchandisers are going to be doing it. Okay, but you don't have to, because guess what? With the click of a button, with a beautiful, well-written email, with value, with pictures of your kids, with links to what's selling right now, what's launching right now, with one click of an email, you're gonna send an email out to your thousands of customers who are looking forward to your email every month because of the value you give, not because of what you're selling. And they're impulsively buying because they're reading the value, seeing the picture, and clicking on the link. And your business is automated. You can literally send out your email one day to thousands of your customers, whether it's 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, or 10,000. And literally, with the click of a button, they're opening their email, they're clicking on your link, and now hundreds and hundreds of orders are going through. That's your business in the future. That's the legacy that you can create and one day hand off to your kids. So again, you guys, I hope that you guys have an amazing virtual event. I hope you guys have learned so much from what everybody has to offer you guys. But remember, discover your potential. Watch what these merchandisers are doing. Find out what works, what's working for them. Go to work on trying to figure those things out. And when you discover what you're good at, just do it well. Just do it well. Because whether you're recruiting merchandisers or whether you're selling dresses and getting customers, they're both equally important. They both bring volume to the business, and you're both equally successful. You guys have value. Figure out where it's at and do it well. I love you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys again. See ya.
Thank you so much, Calvin, for that amazing reminder that whatever we do, we should do it well. So amazing presentation. And now for Celebration 2020, the theme of this event, it's time to do some recognition. So I'd like to welcome back Jeff and Nicole Thompson.
I thought this was a party! Let's dance!
Excited to recognize all of those that have hit Achiever, Believer, and Creator We are so grateful to each and every one of you and for all of your hard work that put into hitting these ranks. We wanted to first start off by congratulating all of our newest achievers. We honor you. We are grateful for you. We see your hard work. We know that it's not easy to hit this first rank, and we are so happy and excited to recognize you and this achievement.
We also want to acknowledge and recognize our believers and for hitting that rank. Again, as Nicole said, achiever is no small feat, but we know that believer as well is such an accomplishment. So we want to congratulate and recognize the following individuals for their amazing work and all their hard work and their amazing accomplishments.
So congratulations to Tiffany St. Pierre,
Tia Coughlin,
Megan Stokes Romano,
Leslie Lyanne,
Leah Bosler,
Kimberly Amlung,
Kelly Herring,
Katie McGee,
Jenna Sanders and Jansen Kelly,
Kristen Mayo,
Barbara Bonanno.
and Angela Milligan.
Congratulations! Woohoo!
So congratulations to all you ladies. Nicole and I are so proud that anyone who had ranked up, we tried to connect with them just to give them our own personal congratulations. So thank you and continue the hard work.
And we have one newest creator. Congratulations to Katie Graham!
Katie Graham, congratulations. Well deserved. I knew this day was coming, and you're amazing. Keep up the good work, and we are so proud of you.
We are so proud of each and every one of you. Keep it up. We want to see more and more names on this list every single month. So stay focused. We know you all can do it.
Congratulations to all of our merchandisers who have ranked up. Of course, this is a celebration, so we're here to celebrate you. Our next speaker joined Smile in October of 2017 after just one dress. She's a full-time pediatric registered nurse, a mom of 5, ages between 6 and 28, and she's been married to her husband, Steven, for over 20 years. Her goal was to find the time to work Smile into every waking moment she had in order to pay her children's college tuition so they would have a fresh start after graduation without debt. She's almost done with her master's degree in nursing education so she can eventually teach clinical skills to the next generation of nurses. A goal of hers to work hard and earn the cruise at Smile paid off as she earned a top retailer spot in 2019. She says her business has forever been changed by the hard work she put in, and she's loved every moment of it. Please help me welcome Shannon Chesley to talk about how to be a top seller.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon Chesley, coming at you from the great big state of Delaware. Smile asked me to do a training for everybody on how to be a top seller. So I'm just going to go through some tips and tricks that we have discovered in our time with Smile, and then things that will not make you a top seller, things maybe that people are doing that you don't realize that really it's hurting your business instead of helping your business. So I signed up with Smile in October of 2017. I'm a mom of 5 and I do work full-time outside of my house. It really took us 2 years to really get our business up and going to where we were what I would consider successful, where we had a business that if I wanted to leave working full-time, it could replace my full-time income. So that's something that I tell my team a lot, that this is a marathon, this is not a race. You are not going to be a top seller or in the top 10 leaderboards or a top recruiter even in just, 3 months in the game. You may not even be there a year into your business. It takes time to build and get yourself established. So you really need to be ready to do this business for the long haul. It is a long haul business. It will provide for you in whatever capacity it is that you want it to. So that's one thing that I like to tell people. We, like I said, we started in 2017 and it was a struggle. The first year was hard. That's when we had to order 25 dresses at a time. We had to order every 60 days. It was really stressful to make sure that I was selling to where I could order. And because I had that requirement when I first started, I feel like it really pushed me to work very hard to make sure that I could do that. So it's nice now that it's not that way. But when I first started, I felt like that difference with the ordering really gave me a push to really work just as hard as I possibly could. But it doesn't come overnight. So be ready to work hard to fulfill those goals that you're looking for. Another thing that I want to go over is quality customers versus the quantity of people in your group. You can have a large group of 3,000 or 4,000 people, but how many people are actually active purchasing from you? We have just under 900 people in my VIP group. That's it. We have a small group, but I have a quality of people in our group that have just become this community. They all are friends. It's so awesome to see my group members interacting with each other and then friending each other, and then they're interacting on each other's private pages. I do friend request a lot of my customers. I am friends with them personally on Facebook, as well as them being in my VIP group. One good thing that I can tell you as far as your customers, take time to build those relationships with them. Get to know them, get to know their kids, get to know if they have any pets. Is there some place that they love spending their weekends at? Get to know them and things that they like, and build those quality relationships with them. Because what happens is when somebody comments on their child's dress, they're going to be like, oh, that dress is so cute. Where did you get that? You're going to be that first person that comes to mind. You're going to get that referral from this person that you have created this relationship with. And then that's new people in your group. And then that new person can get that first dress and get super excited. And then they will invite their friends. Referrals are our number one go-to now. Trying to get people to book parties, at least for us now, is a little more difficult. I don't have a lot of people as willing to host parties as what they did when I first started. We did a lot of parties. Like it was party after party after party, and that really, really helped us build our group, reach new people. A lot of these people that I did parties for had no idea what Smile was. So it was basically party after party after party after party, and that really, really built our group. Vendor events, I've met a lot of local people. Some will come by and shop in my home. Others aren't on Facebook. So I'll go over later how I, let them know what we have, and they also don't come and shop locally. So how I get what we have as inventory-wise in front of them. So make sure you take the time, build those relationships with the customers that you have there. Quality versus quantity is huge, 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 huge. Also, make sure that you're advertising your group. Advertise your group on buy-sell trade groups, on mom groups, on local groups, on buy-sell anything. Like I use like buy-sell anything in Delaware, MOD, which is Moms of Delaware, anywhere that will allow you to advertise your group on a routine, not just for a sale. And that's one of the things that I also want to go over. When you are going to do a sale, in your group. Say it's your daughter's birthday and you want to do a sale in your group. Keep your sale within your group. Reward those quality customers, those loyal customers that choose to only shop with you. Don't advertise your sales in buy sell trade groups and in search of groups, because all you're going to do is attract people for the sale, and then they're not going to want to pay retail. It's really hard once they're used to paying sale prices, getting them to pay retail. And that's another thing that I should go over is keep special pricing things at a minimum. We tend to keep ours around birthdays at my house. It's just, we'll do a special when it's my daughter's birthday. Me and two of my sons are all in the same week, so we'll do like something different every couple of days during that week. We keep our sales at a minimum. I want to only reward the people that choose to shop with us, and I don't advertise those sales outside of my group. I want to go over also Facebook interactions and lives. I'm a firm believer of lives. Lives are what's ranked the highest on your Facebook algorithm, and they are so important. To me, I always show new dresses live. I don't do wall drops like at all. Even though sometimes my group will tell me, we want wall drops. I post those wall drops, and you know what? They don't comment on those wall drops. I don't know what it is. Live sales are what works best for me. So it's also a time saver for me. I don't have a whole lot of extra downtime. So if I don't have to take photos and edit photos of dresses, I don't want to have to do it. So we go live with every box. I tend to do a live just in my VIP group first. Then I'll do a live on my business page so that it can be shared. Then I will do a speed sale. Then depending upon what's left after those 3 lives, because they're all lives, I'll do wall drops, and then I'll put them in the albums. My group is very, very busy as far as like interaction posts, things like that. So one thing that we learned, one of my teammates was like, hey, Shannon, I can't find your live. And I would have people messaging me, I can't find your live. Where are you at? Well, come to find out, what was going on is that my group was interacting on interaction posts, which is really what you want them doing, but it was pushing the live down the page, and then nobody could find the live. So we now pin the lives under announcements on the very front of my page. It is right there in your face. You can't not find it. And then it's also very visible for replay shoppers. When I do my lives, I have a texting service, and I send out a text message right before we're getting ready to go live. A lot of times I give them some type of call to action. So what that means is I want them to do something when they first hop on that live. Reason being, with Facebook, the more comments at the very beginning of your live that you get, the more Facebook is going to put that video in front of people. So I may shoot a text message and say, going live with a new box right now, share the live and pop in and say cupcake. Random words, right? So people will hop on and all of a sudden they're like, cupcake. And then there's people on the live that don't know what in the world, why people are saying cupcake. So then here they are. Why are they saying cupcake? What's cupcake all about? Should I be saying cupcake too? What is that? Why? What is going on? So then I'm explaining to them, well, if you were in our text alerts, you would know what it is. It's a call to action. You want as many comments as you can possibly get at the beginning of a live. Also, when I'm on my business page, I do ask people to share the video and then come back and tell me that they shared. It's also more comments. One thing that I've noticed scrolling through Facebook is people who will start a live and have the camera just facing nothing while they're off somewhere sharing. And sometimes it's like 3, 4, or 5 minutes. You guys, you're gonna lose people before you even start doing your sale. So try to, if you can, try to be able to share while you're on the video, either from another phone device, or if it's not possible, say you only have a desktop, try to show somebody else how to share the live for you so that you can be upfront and present at the beginning of your live to interact with people as they're hopping on. Because if not, all you're going to do is you're going to lose those customers that potentially could have bought a dress because you're just having them stare at a wall. Interaction on my page. I do a program, I've been doing it for a little over a year now, called Moderator of the Month. I have 2 customers every month that I make moderators or admins, and they post interaction on my page for a discount for that month. They get like 20% off all of their purchases for the entire month that they are a moderator. They have to post an interaction post, and they have to comment to people, interact with people as they comment on the post to earn that discount. It works out really well because they are a moderator admin. Facebook then takes everything that they post and it includes that in your Facebook algorithms. It's really awesome. We work really hard on our interaction. You can't sell stuff to a dead group. If you're not interacting, if you're not posting multiple times a day and interacting with people, you're not going to be able to then pop on and load albums and expect to sell dresses, or you're not going to be able to do a live and hop on and think you're just going to sell all these dresses. Interaction is key. We work very hard to make sure that our interaction, our active members versus the number of members we have, stays fairly high. We are at about 85%. About 85% of my group is active. So interaction's really big. It doesn't have to be something super crazy. I'll take a picture of my daughter doing something crazy and pop that up there, and people love sharing pictures of their kids. Ask for advice. Have them share their kids, maybe their favorite photo from the weekend, their favorite recipe for an Instapot, little things like that. And then the moderators kind of fill in what I don't, maybe what I don't post. And I also give away a dress every month for people. It's a random, whenever they share pictures of their kids on my page in their dresses. Every time they do it, I put their name down and then I pick one and I send a dress. Nobody knows who it's going to be. That also helps with our interaction. Okay. New inventory. It is really, really key to try to have a good amount of new inventory every week. Now with the new ordering, there's no minimum. So you can order as low as 1 item up to 50 items, depending upon what is affordable for you and what you could do. One thing, if you can't afford to get a big box and maybe you can only get 5 or 6 dresses, order those 5 or 6 dresses. Get those 5 or 6 new dresses in every week. Mix it in with inventory that you already have. Show it live. You're going to hear live out of me because I am such a firm believer on lives. Mix in the new inventory with older inventory that you have, because I'm telling you, people don't memorize your albums. They really don't know what you have. Mix it. Be super excited. Talk about this new inventory you got in today, and I can't wait to show it to you. Hype it up. Make it a big deal. Show that new inventory, even if it's technically only 5 new dresses that came in. If you call it new inventory, people are going to think that it's new inventory. So get them really, really excited to see that new inventory that you have in. Another thing that we do, I'm live every day in my group. Every day. If it's not a sale, I am live just chatting and interacting with my customers. Sometimes we may play a game, but it's not a sale live. I'm live every single day. It is really important. Lives are ranked so high on your algorithms. You want your algorithms to be good because you want people to see what you're doing, what you're posting. So don't be scared of lives, guys. Just do it. Just do the live. I promise you they are not as bad as you think they are, because I know my very first one, I was like, oh my God, I was so nervous. I couldn't even talk. I was like, I probably looked like deer in headlights. It really wasn't that way. I just felt like it was that way. So if you haven't done lives, do them. Get out of your comfort zone. It will change your business. Okay, so let's see. I went over live sales, lives. I went over doing speed sales, wall drops, and albums. I use Sonlet. Sonlet is a inventory management. There's also Shop With Me and Pop It Up that you can use to load all of my inventory. Not only do I use it as an auto loader, I love the party feature with Sonlet. So I load all of my inventory into a party that I can then copy that link. Every email that I send out for my email list, which emails are super important, make your email list. If there's ever an incident where Facebook is down or you're not sure if people are seeing your posts on Facebook, shoot out an email. I always include my Sonlet link in my emails. That way, there are grandmas that cannot figure out the albums in Facebook. Like, they just can't figure out how to look at dresses and albums on Facebook. But they can shop on Sonlet because it looks more like a website. So that is really a really good option. Whenever I have my albums down, I do post my Sonlet link on my page. You want to have stuff to where people can pretty much shop 24/7. So if you do have to take your albums down in your group, try to keep it at a minimum and for as short amount of time as possible. But when you have your albums down, maybe post that Sonlet link so that people can still shop while you're working on your albums. It's invaluable. And then when somebody claims it in Sonlet, it actually takes it completely out of your inventory for you. So that's really, really helpful. And then certain things not to do. Things that are not going to make you a top seller. When you're in buy, sell, trade and in search of groups, if you see somebody is looking for a dress and you post that you have that dress, and then you'll see where somebody will say price, and then you say PM for pricing. There should be no reason why anybody has to PM you for pricing, because there's MAP pricing. These dresses are worth every single penny that are charged for them. So, MAP pricing. If you're constantly selling stuff below MAP, you're never going to be a top seller. Never, because you are completely decreasing your profit margin. As you decrease your profit margin, you can't order more inventory. So, if we could get all merchandisers on that same page, that same type of thinking, where we are all sticking to MAP pricing, people will stop asking for discounts. Straight up. Constantly selling below MAP is not going to make you a top seller, and it's going to make it to where your business, you won't be in business for very long because you're not going to be able to maintain your business. Number 2, trying to undercut other merchandisers on buy, sell, trade groups. So somebody has posted a dress that they're looking for, and you're like, okay, I have that dress. And you go and you look, and somebody ahead of you has already posted that dress, and they said it's $34 plus $4 shipping. You don't want to then turn around and put $34 free shipping, because now what you've done is you've undercut your fellow merchandiser. We're all on the same team, guys. If this is not a competition, we all need to be working together to maintain the brand. It's awesome. It's worth every penny. Help out your fellow team, but don't undercut fellow merchandisers. It's bad etiquette, and you're not going to end up being a top seller that way, because people see you undercutting and they're going to be like, what is this person doing here? And then you're not going to have that support of other merchandisers that is so important in this business. And I think that was pretty much all that I had for you guys. I could go on and on, but trying to keep it the most key points in the allotted time. I think we went over all of those. If anybody has any questions, or if you want further information on like Sonlet or texting and email service, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you. Thank you so much, Smile, for setting up this virtual convention. I can't wait for all the rest of the training, and I can't wait to see where we're at with Smile in the future. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Shannon, for teaching us how to become a top seller. Next up, we have an incredible speaker, and her bio was actually written by a team member. This woman is amazing. She's very intelligent and has an incredible work ethic. She has awesome business strategies, and she's diligent in her business and fuels her team with trainings. She loves others with all her heart, and that is why she is the ultimate leader, teammate, and friend. Her number one thought process is always, how can I help others succeed, and how can I improve myself to help others? She's very good at balancing her time and using her creative skills to keep her business moving. She is kind, beautiful, and listens, and is always willing to share her ideas. She didn't build a team to help herself, she built a team to help others. Here to walk us through how to successfully use your replicated website, please help me welcome Sydney Jacobson.
Hi guys, hi everyone. My name is Sydney Jacobson, and I am a Smile merchandiser from the state of Iowa. I've been a merchandiser for 3 years now. My husband and I, we have 3 children. They are 6. Eleni is our daughter. Our son Kale, who's 3, and our little guy Grady, who is just 9 months. And my husband's name is Brandon. Not sure if I said that. So I'm here to share with you a little bit more about our replicated website, what it is, how best to use it, why you should use it, and all of that jazz. Just to start off, I thought I would share a little story about how I found out the power of our website. If you can do a little math with me, we can go back to last July. And as you know, I just said that I have a 9-month-old son, so you can kind of think that, well, about that time last year, I was about 8 months pregnant, 7.5 months pregnant. And, you know, I was getting to that point in my pregnancy where it was just uncomfortable. You know what I'm talking about. And, you know, the bending and all of the stuff that we do in our business was wearing on me, you guys. It was just getting tough. And, you know, Smile came and they said, we're having a website sale. And I was like, yes, awesome. Time to learn this website better. And I took it upon myself to really just accept that. And I welcomed it with open arms. I decided, because it was going to be our daughter's 5th birthday, that I would kind of create a sale around her birthday and promote it that way. So we called it Eleni's Birthday Bash. I had graphics that I created, I did games, I did giveaways, you name it, I did it, and it was so much fun. Not only was it fun, it was well received, and it taught me the impressive value behind our website when we push it. Before I get into the application of what I'm here to share with you, let's just back up again, and I want to just go over what our website is, and more importantly, why you should use it. Why should we be using this tool? So Smile has given us this website as another source of income. We already have so many different ways we can earn money in this business, which is just remarkable, but our owners thought, we're going to have another avenue. So we as merchandisers earn 40% of the sales and commission from our website every single month. You can, really think about it in the terms of, the sky is really the limit with our website. Within our in-home boutiques, we have a set number of dresses. Each of us have a set number of hours each day that we devote to our businesses. And, we have a threshold. We have only so much time that we can devote to that. I stay at home with my 3 kids, and my business, it kind of has to fit into my life. And so the thing about this website that I absolutely love is that it really is open 24/7 and it never shuts down. It's there for our customers when they need it and we're not available. Think of it as an expansion of your inventory. We all know how selection and having more selection of things helps us sell the product. It's full of items. Have you ever really looked in there? There's hundreds of things. It's a place where our home office features new items and promotions that we can use to our benefit. It's also a resource that is more publicly and more widely familiar within the public these days. In fact, 15% of all retail purchases made today are online. And that number is going to continue to grow. Actually, by the year 2025, it will be about 25%. And I have to question, but I almost wonder if it's going to be a little bit higher thanks to the coronavirus. I think that accelerated it quite a bit. If you think about it, our website also saves us time. Like I said, we only have so much time on our hands and we're busy moms. And we have only so much time to sell these dresses out of our in-home boutiques. It also is great for new merchandisers. How many of you are new? So great to have you on board. But this opportunity to push your website increases your cash flow. It also can appeal to anybody out there now, the business can, because you no longer have to have a separate space or devoted space in your home for a large rack of dresses. Or if you're like me, dresses thrown around your house. Maybe they end up in your living room, on your dining room table, in your kitchen, your mud room, your car. In fact, if you think about it, you can actually run this business from your car with just a few products to hand out here and there, and just push the website. When I first started, I did not have the setup that I have today. In fact, my treadmill that my husband and we still had on hand and we used quite a bit before we had children, became my dress rack for a time. So I have to ask you, are you using this resource in the way that you want to be? What areas do you need to be more familiar with about it? Have you ever spent the time studying it, learning it, how to direct your customers to it? If not, it's time to do that. Before we shift gears, I just have to mention that yes, I've had success, but that has truly been a surprise to me. I didn't go into each month thinking everything I did would work or that it would come easy. I didn't just think I wanted to sell a specific amount, push a link, and it just would happen. I pushed harder and harder than I've ever pushed before. I researched and I learned how to be creative with this tool. I had to try things, and ultimately some of those things failed. However, some of those things worked, and I'm eager to share some of them with you today. These things were a huge asset to me being a top retailer in the month of March, and also having the top sales of over $4,000 during that same month. Here are my 7 best practice tips that you can use to maximize your potential with your replicated website. Number 1, pick your product. We all generally know what is on the website. However, for me, I studied what I didn't currently carry and had on hand, and I chose those items to feature. What is going to complement your current inventory? What don't you carry that you can feature? I also considered the season, the time of year, items that were new, and the items that had the highest markup value, knowing that they were going to be the items that helped me reach my sales goals faster online. But this method also helped me feel that I wasn't being overly competitive with my in-home boutique. If the entire website overwhelms you, pick one category and feature it. Show all of the things that you love about it. I'm sure you can think of a few. And do this over the course of a couple days and you'll be good to go. Number 2 is set goals. This is key, guys. You can go into the month with an estimate in your head, but you'll be more likely to push things if you write down a numerical goal that can help you. It can be a sales number of items, or something else. But I always find it helps me so much if I have a way to track and measure my progress. You can even get your group involved. I've seen it happen where girls will create a graphic with a thermometer or a number of dresses that they can check off. But our customers love helping us, and this gives them an excuse to cheer us on, to share our link, and of course, shop. Number 3, plot your course. So now let's talk about how we're going to hit that goal. Here are some ideas that I have tried. I'm sure there are more, but these are just a few. Some of the things that I've done include offer a giveaway. This giveaway can be for free Smile or a fun gift card, whatever you think your shoppers would enjoy. But get them on that website and share your link. Personally, I did 3 $20 gift cards to increase the odds for my winners, and I knew that those winners would then make 3 additional sales and purchases. Who knew if they would even grab an extra dress? You can also message a gal who you know loves the dresses and tell her, "You should host, I know you love these dresses." Have you ever considered having a website only party? I will do all the work. Message your best customers who regularly shop your website and ask them, would you write a testimonial to share with my customers so that they can see how easy it is and what you have loved about our website? Pick a charity and run an event during a specific time frame and donate a percentage of all the sales. Host an epic website event, almost like a power hour where you're on for an hour and ready to answer any questions from your customers. Let's see how many numbers of people will order during that specific time frame and unlock prizes along the way. Going live will help bring on the excitement and also make you available to answer any questions for your customers. Number 4 is an important one. You have to work differently. I learned this the hard way, I will say, but our work definitely shifts to the front end of the business where we are promoting the website more. Typically, we do a lot of the back-end labor like photographing and loading and selling and shipping. We work very hard. But because of this, it might mean that you're spending more time making graphics, following up with your customers and replying to their questions and messages, even until the wee hours of the night. I'll never forget that during the month of March, I actually created a business account website email under my name as a merchandiser, almost like as if I were a customer. And I took orders for my customers just to ensure that I was making them feel extra cared for and that the sale was completed. One thing I particularly did was I also wrote out a message to several of my customers who regularly shopped with me, just in case the Facebook algorithm was not sending my messages on my actual group. I explained that there was a sale going on and I thought of them and I wanted them to know, hey, there's a huge sale going on right now. Would you like me to send you anything? I know a lot of their kids and I would make recommendations. This will go with your daughter's eyes. These two would complement your kiddos together. Such a cute outfit. Let me know if I can help. You truly cannot over-promote a sale. You just never know when someone's going to be on and if they've seen something that you've been posting. Posting regularly and frequently will catch them and let them know that the sale is still going on, just in case they wonder if they missed it. There are a few things to be clear on as you consider to put your efforts here as well. When making graphics, make sure that you're really communicative and make that front and center graphic clear that there's a sale. Think of ways to get interaction on your website, only items. Doing this or that, use those stock photos. Those are gorgeous. They have white, clear, crisp backgrounds. Doing wall drops and making your graphics with those. Pick a print, any of those things. Take orders, whatever you have to do. But always be mindful to include your link for your website in the comments. Facebook doesn't like it when we direct traffic outside of Facebook. So that's a little tip for you. Create a how to shop tutorial for your customers and have that in an album regularly for your customers who are even new and joining your group. Share that there are coupons on there and make sure that they know how to use that website so that when Nicole's Friday Faves load and it's a hot item, they know exactly what to do and you get that sale. Don't be afraid to learn a new skill. When you stop learning, you stop growing. In March, I learned how to use the system MailChimp, and it was a great resource outside of Facebook that allowed me to target new customers in a way I had not done before. After all, you just never know who's on social media, and the health of that Facebook algorithm will really help or hurt your ability to communicate. Post frequently in social media platforms, all of the ones that you're currently active in. And if you haven't, consider joining a text alert system to blast your link so that when there is a sale, people can click your link and be directed right to your website ready to shop. Number 5, bring the product to life. I have a question for you. Do you own any of the items from the website? Be sure to take full advantage when Smile has a sale. Be your own customer and buy items for your children there. The perks of this business are that we get an insane discount, but even more so when there's a sale. And then the next time that there is a sale, dig those items out and throw them on your kids and bring that product to life for your customers. I did this for several items during the month of March. The fancy dresses, I threw them on my daughter. I had 2 of them in particular, and I shared pictures of her, and that really hit home. But parents want to see these items on our kids. It brings them to life, and it helps when they see them happy as well. After all, these clothes create smiles and build confidence, as we know. Number 6, give quality service. I cannot iterate this enough. You really want to go above and beyond here. When you have a customer order from your website, give them a reason to come back and follow up with them. How did they receive their order? Was their experience good? Did the items fit? Once they place that order, your work is not done. And it's always a good idea to reach out within a week or 2 and ask how their experience has been. Maybe this is considered old school, but it will go a long way with your customer base. Number 7, my final tip is to celebrate. Thank your customers. Without them, our business would cease to exist. So you make sure you shout it from the rooftops. Showing gratitude for the blessing of this business in your life communicates volumes to your customers. However you find it best to do so. But I have done calling them out in a post, sending a private message, sharing a general thank you, or something else that you don't want to oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Sharing a general thank you or something else, however you see fit. Share your success with them. Did you hit your goal? If not, and you came close, that's totally okay. It's important in this business that we are real, and people don't want to see perfection. You can still be grateful and reinforce that behavior that you want them to repeat. As I mentioned, last July is really when I started to see and realize and experience the power of our website. I continue to learn new things along the way, but I want to close by reiterating that these are some of the things that I have done and used to see success with using my website. I hope that you are able to take some of them and use them to inspire you to try something new. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter exactly how you use your website, but that you just start using it, because it's a great tool that Smile has given us to use to help us grow our business. And I just want to say in closing, thank you so much, Jeff and Nicole and home office team, for our website and for giving us so many opportunities to make money from home. What a joy it is to be a merchandiser for Smile, and thank you for letting me share some of these tips during celebration. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney, for sharing those amazing tips on how you can use your replicated website. Our next speaker has been a merchandiser for 3 years. She and her husband, Patrick, are celebrating their 12th anniversary this weekend, and they have 3 children, Dominic, Audrey, and Emma. In addition to selling Smile, she also works full-time as a high school science teacher and a coach. She loves reading, soccer, cheetah prints, and sour watermelon candy. I don't know who doesn't love sour watermelon candies. The truth is, in this newly developing age of everyone living a home-based life with business starting at home for more people than ever before, technology is really key. And in this changing environment, Smile merchandisers have proved that this business can be built completely online from inside of our homes. Everyone has all of the resources they need right at their fingertips and their dining room table, and that makes online gatherings a no-brainer and a can't-miss opportunity. Andrea Ames is here to help you capitalize on all those homebodies in creating your most successful online party.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrea Ames and I want to talk today about how to throw a successful online party. So first, a little bit about myself. I've been selling Smile for almost 3 years now, and I live in Northwest Washington, just a few miles from the Canadian border. And I work full-time as a high school science teacher in addition to selling Smile. I have 3 lovely kids and a wonderful husband, and we are just absolutely so blessed by this company. It has done so many things for our family that I never dreamed that it could do. And so what I want to talk today about is how parties have actually played into that dream. Online parties, I think before we talk about the how, we really need to talk about the why, right? So the why would I do an online party? Aside from the fact that it's really fun to give people free stuff. I love giving people free stuff and spoiling my hostesses. It is just absolutely fills my bucket to give people free stuff. But from a business perspective, what is the why behind an online party? There's a number of reasons, and they really all boil down to parties are really about networking. They're less about selling and more about networking. Yes, you want to sell some things. It is a business. You need to make some money at some point, as it turns out, for a business, but you really want to view parties as a venue for building your network of customers, okay? Often what happens is when you have an online hostess party, there are often new people that don't know the brand, right? New to brand customers. And when they are new to the brand and they're introduced to the brand through you, they associate you with the brand. So you want to make a good first impression, but as long as you make a good first impression, they're going to associate you with the brand and you're number one in their heart, right? And so yes, they may shop with other people at some point in time if a friend hosts a party with somebody else. But at the end of the day, when they see that brand, they're going to associate the brand with you. And when they're ready for more dresses, they're going to come to you, okay? So it's a great way to build your customer base with new customers, right? We all know that there's people who are in 247 different groups, right, that are not super loyal customers, and that's fine. They are who they are, but the really loyal customers are the ones that are either friends and family that you knew ahead of time or people that you met that were new to the brand through you and really, really want to support you, okay? So otherwise, hosting a party is a great way to host other parties. So it's kind of this, like, the more you network, right? The more you host parties, the more you get leads for other parties, which continues to build your network, okay? It's also a great way to meet new friends and have new teammates. Some of my dearest friends and teammates are people that have come to me through parties, either as customers, hostesses, both, and in a lot of cases then decided to join and sell too, and I absolutely cherish them, and I would not have met them if not for hostess parties, okay? It's also a great way for people who are considering the business to kind of try it out, right? Like, we're gonna host a party, you can see your friends and family love this, they're gonna be excited about this, and then oftentimes people are ready to kind of take the plunge after they see, I'm gonna have support. I have people who really want to support me and want to shop and are excited about the brand and love the brand, and that sometimes is what they needed, that kind of vote of confidence from people they know that you got this. And then at that time, when the hostess party is over, you can say, hey, so-and-so is actually starting their own business. Who wants to host a party for her to get her business rolling and really give her like a good jump start here. That also really benefits her in terms of the Fast Start program, because we know the Fast Start program is about getting going right away, right? So selling dresses right away, and then being able to reorder those boxes, and then getting free money for that, right? So it's a pretty good gig. So if you have somebody who's on the fence about maybe starting a business, ask them about hosting a party, because it's a really good way for them to kind of get a feel for if that's something that they would be interested in, okay? So that's kind of the why. Again, all of those things really boil down to the why is networking. Yes, selling is important, it's a business, but the why, the bigger why for the party is about networking, okay? And it's building your network. Okay, next I want to talk about key features of the party, okay? I've tried a lot of different things. Here's what I found to be most effective. Parties that are 48 hours long. If it's any shorter, what sometimes happens is somebody will say, I was working the night shift as a nurse and I didn't see it, and I was sleeping during the day, and I was also trying to homeschool my kids, and then they're asking for a party extension, okay? Anything more than that, it's just really time consuming, because you're also trying to do whatever else you have to do in your life, work a job, take care of kids, like have family, whatever, right? And also run your VIP group at the same time. So if you drag it out too long, it's just too many things to manage. I found 48 hours to be kind of the sweet spot, because generally your customers in the party are gonna fall into one of two groups. You have the group that is absolutely just chomping at the bit. What time are you posting albums? I'm ready to shop. Can I shop now? And then you also have the people that no matter what deadline you put on it, 17 minutes before the deadline, they're gonna be ready to shop. Like, that's just how it goes most of the time, right? There's some other trickle shoppers in between, but most people are gonna fit into one of two categories. They're either ready to shop right away, or they're waiting until the last minute. So 48 hours I found to be kind of the right amount of time where that really balances customers' kind of schedules, but also not being too much of a time investment on your part that doesn't really pay dividends, right? With actual shopping, okay? So 48 hours. Other things, you wanna coach your hostess. Do not assume that your hostess knows what to do. Okay, even if she has a direct sales company, do not assume that she knows what she needs to do. Talk to her about how to invite people. Give her the group link to just copy and paste. I give my hostesses a script. Copy and paste this and put the person's name in there so that it's personal. Tell her who she should invite. Tell her to think about, high school friends, college friends, work friends, friends from your kids' sports teams, church, hobbies, gymnastics, whatever, right? Scouts, whatever it is. Be explicit with her about who she should invite, right? And to think about, hey, have you thought about grandmas and aunties? They're great shoppers. Do you know anybody who might be shopping for birthday gifts for somebody, right? Be explicit and tell her who she should be looking to invite. You also need to coach her on what to do during the party. Hey, tag your friends in the size album that they're looking for, or if you see a print and you know that their daughter loves horses, tag her in that dress, right? Comment on all of my engagement posts, post pictures of your kids wearing the dresses, post those twirl photos, take a video, go live with your kids talking about whatever they like. Tell her to do that. Don't assume that she knows how to do it. And you might have to continue to coach her throughout the party, because sometimes they forget or they get busy and they just need gentle nudges like, hey, now would be a good time to post a photo of your daughter. Don't assume that she knows what to do, okay? When the party starts, so that when you first get the hostess adding people, post to introduce yourself, ask people to introduce themselves. They love to show off their kids, right? So ask them to post pictures of their kids and tell you what size they're shopping for. That also gives you some ideas, right, on kind of your customers in there. And then encourage them to add their friends, because at the end of the day, it's still benefiting your hostess, right? So they might add their friends who don't actually know the hostess, but that's okay, because your hostess is still going to get rewards for that. And for you, we're networking, right? That's what we're doing. We're networking here. So the more those customers can add people outside your hostess's circle, bigger network, right? So ask your party guests to add friends. First day of the party. So this is going to be a 48-hour party for like shopping, but it's basically 3 calendar days. So on day 1 in the morning, all throughout the day, you're going to do a number of things. You want to feature all of the styles. Hey, here's what the Empire style looks like. It has this cute little flutter sleeve. Look at the scoop back. It's amazing. Hey, here's a sizing tip on this. If you're between sizes, go with the smaller because they're super stretchy and they run a little big, whatever, right? Share those kinds of things. Feature all the styles, get people excited. And then in the evening of day 1, you're gonna post albums for shopping. This is in a group, okay? You created a group for this party. Post albums 48 hours, so the end of calendar day 3 is when the party is going to end. Throughout the party, in between, you're posting things that are promoting the styles, the value, prints, etc. The value piece, I cannot stress enough. Do not assume that somebody knows how amazing these dresses are. We all know that, right? That's why we're here. But you might need to teach, in most cases you do need to teach a customer why $34 is literally the best money that you could spend on kids clothing, because this is the best kids clothing brand and the absolute best value you can find anywhere. Trust me, I tried, right? We know that, we're here for that. But if you have a customer who doesn't know the brand, they might see a $34 dress and be like, why would I spend $34 on something they're gonna get ketchup on, right? Or something that my kid's growing so fast, right? We all know that's not a problem, right? We know that the value is amazing, but you have to be explicit. So posting photos like, hey, here's the same dress over 2 years, right? Same kid, same dress, 3 summers, right? Or, hey, you know, my daughter got ketchup on this dress and I just wipe it off, right? You don't want to make any promises about stains, but just say like they're really durable, like they wash up really well. You need to be explicit about teaching new customers why $34 is an amazing value. Those dresses are actually worth more than that, okay? So you want to be really explicit about showing the value and that that's the best item that they can buy for their kid for longevity, okay? Other tips in there, feature dresses that you have a lot of that you would love to move. Again, we're ultimately trying to network, but also realizing that at the end of the day, we're trying to sell stuff. And having new eyes on dresses is often a great way to sell prints that you haven't already sold. So if you have had something sitting on your rack for a while, there's nothing wrong with it, but you have either multiple of it or it's been there for a while, go to the graphics group, find photos of that dress being worn, modeled photos of dresses, sell dresses. People want to see what it looks like on a kid, and it's always cuter on a kid than on a hanger. Every single dress, always cuter on a kid than on a hanger. So find those things from graphics groups and use them, okay? Do not, under any circumstances, talk about what is new and what is old. Don't do it. Don't do it. Here's why. The value of a dress has literally nothing to do with how old it is. I highly recommend taking that into practice in your VIP group as well. Whether or not something is worth $34 or whether or not somebody should buy it has nothing to, you could have had that dress for 3 years and it is perfectly good. There's nothing wrong with it. Do not talk about old versus new. Don't do it, okay? The customers will have no idea and will not think about that unless you plant that seed in their head. Do not do it, okay? Let's see. Toward the end of the party, right before the party ends, you're gonna wanna use the, it's as far as I know, now maybe there's a trick to the app, and if there is, somebody please teach me, but I've only been able to figure out how to do it from my computer, but there's a feature and it's on the right side of the bar and it'll basically say, create a post to welcome new members. Well, your group is new, right? Because you created a party. So we'll automatically create a post that tags everybody in the group. So 3 hours before the party ends, tag everybody, hey everybody, shopping is closing at 8 p.m. tonight. That's only 3 hours away. You know, our hostess is only 2 dresses away from earning another free dress. Who wants to help push her over that next free dress? Or let me know what size album I can tag you in. There's so many beautiful dresses still there up for grabs. You know, don't miss out, or grab them before somebody, whatever, right? Something along those lines. But you want to use the tag everybody feature. You could do it manually too, but create posts to welcome new members is kind of the trick in the Facebook group to be able to do that without having to do all the work of tagging, okay? When the party ends, you're gonna thank everybody, thank them for shopping, let them know that you're so excited, that things are in the mail, stock your mail, but then you also wanna create a post where you are trying to get them to join your VIP, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to take customers and turn them into repeat customers. We know in almost every case, the first dress is always the hardest sell, right? Once they have one in hands, they're gonna realize, my kid never wants to take this off. I had to peel it off of her after 5 days because it was filthy and I needed to wash it, and she threw a fit the entire time it was being washed. Where can I get more? Guess what? They're gonna figure out where to get more, but if you make sure they're in your VIP group, they're gonna come to you. If they can't find you, they're gonna go to whoever they, in the Facebook search bar, right? They're gonna find whatever random person's name pops up and they'll be ready to buy more. So make sure you get them into your VIP group, okay? Again, trying to turn customers into repeat customers. That first dress is the hardest sell. They're gonna be back for more. We know that. They always are because the dresses are amazing. Make sure that they know how to find you when they're ready to shop again. The other thing I do is I personally will usually incentivize that a little bit with a free pair of mystery leggings. Okay, it cost me $10 plus shipping, right? My wholesale cost of leggings, and basically say, join my VIP group. We have lots of fun. And you know, if you need more, you know where to find me. It's fun. Comment here when you've joined, boost the algorithm, right? So people are seeing things, because you want the engagement post just like your VIP. A party's not different, right? You want things that have a call to action. Ask people to comment, ask people to share, to like, those kinds of things. Those things still apply. I'm not going to get into that too much here, because I think there's another training on that. If you have questions, ask, of course. But basically, you need to be providing engaging posts that are getting people to comment. So asking people to join your VIP and then comment keeps that post boosted, so more people are likely to see it and more people are likely to get into your VIP group, okay? So you want to drive people to your VIP group. And then one other kind of tip with the group, if you actually have a group, this is why I use a group and not an event, you can go back later and be like, oh my gosh, can you believe that, you know, Smile has rompers on sale for 30% off right now. Post your replicated site link, boom, brings your name up, right? And all you're trying to do is keep your name in people's mind when they're ready to shop, okay? That's why I use a group. Okay, those are kind of like the logistics of running the party, okay? Other tips, use the scheduled post. Like I said, I'm a teacher. Aside from this pandemic teach from home stuff, I'm not online Monday through Friday. I'm not. I'm in class and I'm teaching, and my students aren't on their phone and I'm not on my phone, because that's a double standard. What that means though, I can still run parties. I just have to schedule it all ahead of time, much like my VIP group. That's what I do there too. Okay, so you want to schedule posts all ahead of time. You can actually schedule multiple parties at the same time. Just have different tabs open in your browser, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That was a hot tip from Shannon Gardner. Give her a shout out. Other tips, I get asked a lot about how do I even find a hostess to have a party. You want to look for hostesses in a couple of places. One, you want to look for people who make comments like, oh gosh, I wish I wasn't broke, or oh, is it payday yet, or whatever, because you can actually then reach out to them and say, hey, are you interested in hosting a party to be able to get free, you know, or discounted items? And in many cases, I've actually held a particular item that a hostess really wanted to say, this can be your hostess reward once you do the party. Are you interested in hosting it? And they're really, really appreciative, and often are happy to host because they want that item and they couldn't otherwise buy it. So that's a good tip. You can do party swaps with friends and other direct sales companies. So if you're a friend who sells jewelry, hey, I'll host a jewelry party for you. You host a dress party for me. Party swap, mutually beneficial, right? Things like that. And like I mentioned earlier, prospective merchandisers who are thinking about starting a business but not sure, good people to reach out to, because they are often curious about kind of just testing things out. The other way to get parties is to try to book a party off of each party, at least one party. So have your party calendar ready. Hey, who's ready to book a party? And then I incentivize that for my hostess as well, to get her to encourage her friends to host parties by giving her a discounted item at the other, like her friends' parties, okay? Hostess rewards, you can really do whatever you want. I do 10% of sales plus a half off item and free shipping for my hostess, and a discount on an item at a friend's party. It more or less comes out to one free dress for every 10 sold, but then the 10% allows you to factor in leggings or kick shorts or t-shirts or boys items or things that are not just like your typical $34, so that your hostess still gets credit for that. That's what I do. You can really do whatever you want. Again, it's less about the selling. It's fun to give people free stuff. I love it. I often will throw an extra thing in there for the hostess as a surprise anyway, but you don't have to. One other kind of tip, use your replicated site. You can use your replicated site in a party where you also have inventory in your home as a way to offer sister sets. You do not need a large inventory to do an online party. In fact, you can do online only parties. You could do 5 at the same time if you could manage it, which I don't know that I could, but you probably can. You could do 5 at the same time because you're using your replicated site and people are shopping from your link. You don't package it, all that. I mean, it's easy, right? And there's tons of options at your fingertips that you do not have to stock in your home. So use your replicated site. And then realize, and this is really important, duds happen. We all have parties where like you did everything right and your hostess did everything right and you did exactly what's worked in previous parties and you don't get sales. Maybe you didn't sell anything or you only sold one thing. don't quit. It happens. It's happened to me more than once. It's happened to everybody who does parties. Like, it happened to one of my good friends last week who is like a top seller and top leader. It happens to everybody, you guys. It's not you. It just happens sometimes. You cannot let a dud party stop you from trying again, okay? Because you're not going to get very far in this business if every no becomes like a closed door. You just got to keep going, okay? Really kind of keep in mind that what we're doing, even if it's a dud party, we're planting seeds, right? And we're going to harvest that later. It's like investing and the dividends come later, right? And even if a party doesn't sell dresses, you might have people that join your group, or at least like you kind of planted the seed in their mind, and when they're ready, they're going to remember you and come back to you as long as you make a good impression, right? That you're not pushy, right? Those kinds of things, because they remember that too, right? No matter how you treat them or how they felt, they're going to remember. Because yeah, sometimes you don't see that down the road for like months, right? Okay. Last thing I really want to close with here is I just cannot tell you enough that parties are a game changer, you guys. Like, I haven't hosted a party in this whole quarantine because I've been so busy with teaching. I'm working way more hours teaching from home and trying to homeschool my own kids and run my business. But quite honestly, it's the teaching more than the business. I haven't hosted a party in 3 months, but the last 3 months have been my biggest months in sales by a long shot. And you know why that is? It's because I put in the work for the years leading up to right now that I didn't have to host parties right now to have sales, because those customers that I've worked hard to build relationships with and to introduce to the brand, who now come back to me and are ready to support me, are there and they're shopping and they're sharing my group with their friends without hosting parties. Because it just, for me, again, there's the flexibility of the business. I'll do parties again at some point. It just was one of those things where I was like, for right now, that's going to be my breaking point. I can't do it right now. I have to draw the line somewhere, and I just couldn't do it. But it didn't slow down my sales, you guys. It didn't. And that's because I put in the work over the last couple of years to do this. And you can do that too, but you just have to know. You might not see it now. You will see it later. I promise. If you keep working, you will see the dividends down the road, but you just got to keep working, okay? So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to help in whatever way I can. I hope this was really helpful for you, and I hope that online parties can really help take your business to the next level. Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys, that brings today's first session to a wrap. Of course, we want to thank all of our speakers. Thanks so much to Jeff and Nicole for recognizing all of the amazing rank advancements here at Smile, and congratulations to everyone who was recognized today. I also want to give a big thank you to Calvin Becerra for his talk on whatever you do, do it well. We also heard today from Shannon on how to be a top seller, from Sydney on how to successfully use your replicated website, and Andrea just gave an amazing talk on how to throw a very successful online party. So we're going to go ahead and break for lunch, and we look forward to seeing you right back here this afternoon for the final session. So day 2, session 2, where we're going to have our keynote speaker, and you'll hear from some more amazing merchandisers here at Smile. I also want to remind you that the swag is available online. So if you haven't done so yet, now's your perfect opportunity to go scoop up some Celebration 2020 swag available now on your website. We'll see you guys again at 2 o'clock.